Hi, y'all. Three times the charm, right? I'm gonna forget what I said and what I didn't say. So we'll start with my beanie. So this is not last night, but night before. Semi Crystal's hat. I did finish it. Sorry, Crystal. I got like a couple rounds of baubles, and then I don't know, but I messed up my stitch count, and so then I just went with the whole front post, back the triples and double crochets and finished it up so it would be finished. So there you have it. I did not wind that in yet, my ends, but there it is. I am upset at myself for falling behind with the hats, but I also have other stuff I need to do, and yeah. So, sorry, my hair is, well, I had the hat on. It's too hot to leave the hat on. Sorry, guys, but it really is. And besides, okay, so I don't have a lot to talk about. I did finish that hat. I am drinking Diet Pepsi because I wanted something cold to drink. I've had my coffee today and I'm still grumpy and mean. Thank you to my friend Connie for letting me call you and vent to you. I've been very stressed today. A lot of people here in New Mexico are having a huge problem with the having to wear a mask, and so we're supposed to wear a mask whenever we're in public, and a lot of people are upset about that, and I understand if that's your personal feelings, but now it's a law that they are going to enforce. I heard that someone got pulled over for not having it in the car. I'm not quite sure of the reasoning why you have to have it on in the car, but if that's the law, that's the law. And yeah. It's kind of funny because my friends that are complaining about it are the ones that are kind of very American, go by the law, follow the law, but now we have a law, they're mad at our governor, and they're saying they're going to be non-compliant with the law. Well, I'm not going to put you down if you decide not to wear a mask, but it's kind of like I used to tell my kids, I can only keep you safe for so long. If you break the law, then whatever punishment comes along with that, you have to accept that. Same with the mask. You don't want to wear one, that's your personal feelings, but whatever fine you get for not wearing it, you can't be mad you got fined because you knew you should have had the mask on, right? That's my opinion. I've been wearing one. That's my own opinion. I don't think you should make fun of or be mean to someone for wanting to wear a mask or wishing other people would. Anxiety alone can make my brain think of a million different reasons why we should or why we shouldn't. And there was a guy taking pictures of people. When LJ went to the convenience store the other day, there was a guy taking pictures of people with their masks on. That couldn't be me, because I ain't ending up on no Facebook posts with people making fun of me because I have my mask on, because I decide to follow the law and I decide to do what I feel like keeps me safe. That's not cool. That's not cool at all, y'all. This is bringing out the really ugly. I was hoping, because there were so many people helping people out, like making masks, and there still are people doing that. But just like always, when something happens and it brings out the good in some people, it brings out the really ugly in other people. And apparently that's what this is doing. Like, it can be people are making it a joke if you wear a mask. Or my nephew laughed at me for wearing my mask, but then he put rubber gloves on to go into Walmart. I didn't make fun of him for his rubber gloves, and I wasn't wearing any. That was my nephew, though, and he's giving me a hard time, but that's kind of my point. Like, what you think is keeping you and your family safe might not be what another person feels is right. So you have no right to really be mean or pick on. And I'm not putting anyone down if you don't want to wear a mask. Like I said, if you get fined, then you broke the law and you just have to accept the consequences if you choose not to wear a mask. I choose to wear one. I've been wearing one since before it was being pushed to wear one. Some of our businesses are opening up. That's good for the economy. That's a good thing. But at the same time, a lot of people, because New Mexico is still very, very strict and Texas is open, they're going to Texas, and there are a lot of new cases in Texas. So it's making me paranoid. I'm overthinking everything. So I think this is kind of a mental health video right now, guys. Like, my brain is so to the point of wanting to just shut down and stay away from everybody. And my Facebook is kind of how I socialize. So it serves a purpose. Because I wouldn't communicate with hardly anybody other than my husband and my kids if it wasn't for Facebook or YouTube or my Instagram. Instagram, I'm not getting as many rude, crazy people on there being mean. And so I'm still like okay with my Instagram. I just don't get on it like I do on my Facebook. Like, I have a regular camaraderie with people on Facebook, but it's getting to the point where I may be off of Facebook for a while. That's not a bad thing. That's not the worst thing that could happen. It's just kind of, my Facebook is how I keep up with some people and reach out, and I don't like that idea. But I also know that my brain is full of, I don't know what to say to anybody anymore. Like, people have me feeling bad for my own opinions when I'm one of these people that I don't think anybody should be made to feel bad for their own opinions. If it's not spewing hate, right? On that matter, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I made a post on my Facebook and had someone talking bad to me. I agree, all lives matter. But my daughters, in case y'all didn't know, are biracial. And when some people see them, all they see is the color of their skin. That's all they see. I used to go pick my kids up from school. Your mom's white? Like, they were shocked. And I do know that there are a lot of mamas crying over their black babies because they were killed. And they were killed simply because of the color of their skin. It's sad when anybody dies. Murdered, assaulted. It is sad. But the reality is that some people get targeted, because whereas some people don't see color, like, that doesn't, me, I see who you are. Some people, all they see is color. It's in, they have it in you're categorized by color. And then, if you don't have those same beliefs then you're categorized even in a different section, even if you're the same color as them. So, I'll say it because I said it on my Facebook and I'll say it on my YouTube. Black Lives Matter. I could go into details. I could tell you stories, stuff like that. I won't. Except for that, if you think that people's hate really isn't that bad. When I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, I went back to where my parents lived, where I had spent a couple of years of my life. I didn't really have a hometown, because we moved around a lot when I was a kid, and then we lived in the country, but we lived in a small town here in New Mexico that's so small it's considered a village, and I had to move back home. I had lost my job, and then I found out I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. And my baby, my unborn baby, got called some horrible names. She hadn't even been born and taken her first breath, and people had ugly names, called her ugly names. An innocent baby that hasn't even been born. So if you're with the understanding that, oh, that's not, it is. And think about the hate. Like, what kind of hate sparks someone to call an unborn baby a name simply because of what color she's going to be? So would you please think about that? That's all I'm asking. That's enough of that rant. Thank you, Connie, for listening to me earlier. I had to call her from Wildflower Loops and let it all out. And I had decided I wasn't going to talk on my video about this. And then, look, Connie, I changed my mind. Because there are things that I feel very strongly about. Wearing the mask, I personally am going to wear my mask. I'm going to do what's asked of me. If I end up getting sick, well, then I'll be like, well, I guess that didn't do me any good. But it's not going to hurt me to wear the mask. And maybe it will keep me from getting sick, or maybe it'll keep me from getting someone else sick, because for all I know, I carry the virus and I don't catch it. So that's my opinion on that. And then as far as Black Lives Matter, that is something that is very near and dear to me. I have friends of all colors. My children are biracial. I have some great nephews who are half Hispanic. My husband is Hispanic. Plenty of friends that are Hispanic. Plenty of friends that are black. Plenty of friends that are white. And all of you, all of your lives matter. But the stuff in the news is breaking my heart. And it scares me even more for my children, because they're my children. So, okay, I really am done with that now. We did the hat. Looky there. Like, see? Do you see where I did the bobble to right there? And I just had my stitches off, and I just think I was not in the right frame of mind. I think something's really just... And so then I finished off with... So it's not the prettiest thing because I didn't finish it. Crystal's was beautiful. Yours was very pretty, Crystal. Hopefully the next pattern I'll do better. I've got to leave in my end there. So, see, I don't leave in my ends just right after. I leave them just hanging for a while. What else? Oh, I started a little painting on my wishing well, but it was hot out there today. Well, when I finally got out there, like, I was slow to get around this morning. I felt like I was in a fog, and so I went back to sleep for a little bit. And when I got up, and I had a little bit of lunch and whatnot, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm ready to, and I went out there, and it was just too hot to sit out there. I burn very easily, and then on top of that, it was just hot. And okay, here's the deal. I do that stuff for my mental well-being. So if I'm sitting out there burning up and sweating, I'm not mentally happy doing it. And so I just, you know, but I did a little bit. I'll do a little more tomorrow or this evening. I don't know. My daughter and my son-in-law are coming over to make dinner tonight. Something to do with raviolis. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. But they're making dinner. I so enjoy that when they do that. Like, it's nice to not have to cook, and it's nice to get to spend some time with them. Even if my daughter says I'm getting on her nerves lately. I'm not trying to. It's just she's irritable. She doesn't watch this, so I can say that safely and not have anything come back on me. I love my kids, though. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll get out there to paint. But if not, maybe I can make myself wake up early in the morning and get it done, or at least some more done on it, and then maybe I'll do a garden update too, because the yuccas should be bloomed more, and maybe I'll have some stuff planted. I don't know. I'm waiting. Right now it's real hot outside. Not real hot. It's in the 80s. That's not super hot, because if you know New Mexico, it gets up in the hundreds in the summertime, but it just feels super hot right now, and so I don't want to be out in the sun. But I will bring a garden update tomorrow sometime, morning or evening. I don't know which yet. More than likely. I watched the Quirky Monday podcast. I don't know what. I'll put the link to the video I watched. She has a plant that I'm searching for here that I really want. I want like 2 of them. I want one. Oh no, I want 2, because I have hooks in my ceiling to hang them, and they're string of pearls, and they're succulents, and they're just little balls that look like green pearls, I guess you could say. Anyway, they're beautiful. She got one on Etsy. I can't find any here. I think last year Lowe's had some, but I can't remember. And so I'm now in search of one. I really don't want to have to order one and if I don't have to. But if I have to, I might. Because she ordered hers on Etsy, I think. So I'll put the link to that video. She had a very good video today. I enjoyed it a lot. I like watching her because she talks about lots of different things. She's a very talented young lady. Love watching her. So that's what I did. I watched her today. I need to catch up on Mimi Cadu. She already started another book, and I haven't finished the other book. So I got to get started on that, and I got to do my reading. And I might do that tonight after everybody leaves, if they don't stay too late. I say that, watch them stay late, and then I'll have disappointed you. So don't watch for it, but it might happen. Because I want to finish that one so I can start Edgar Allan Poe. And if I set up a schedule, maybe I would get reading done every night. But my brain is not like that. My brain is scattered. And I'm sorry I keep missing my eye. I feel like I've got a hair or something stuck in it. And it's disturbing me. So, but I'm not stopping this video because it's third time. Yeah. My hubby's off soon. Well, he's off every day. But let's see, he works Sunday and Monday, and then his regular days off are Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday, Thursday starts vacation?
Yeah.
He starts vacation Thursday. So it'll be, watch for some shenanigans, and some road trips, I hope. Because we're not going to go, to Texas. If we go to Texas, it'll be look at scenery. It's not going to be to go do anything in a public place. I told you we might go to Yeso, which is a ghost town here in New Mexico. I'm thinking we might go there and then maybe look for another ghost town, because all we have to do if we do that is the only place we have to stop is to get gas. Wear a mask, don't socialize, get the gas, and be gone. So, and we can either do food at a drive-in, or we can take picnic food and find a place to go picnic, like at a rest area if it's empty. That wouldn't be bad to go maybe there, but do picnic food, even in the car. Do a little picnic in the car. That doesn't sound bad. So, someday, this is my dream, is to get an RV and visit the United States and get to visit some of my wonderful YouTube friends. Connie in Michigan, Karen and my yarn angel both live in Ohio.
Darla the crafty yarn owl.
Make it to Canada to see Darla the crafty yarn owl, Washington, all those wonderful places. Alaska, Mad Mimi knows I'm gonna hook that up. By the way, Mad Mimi, or Laura from Mad Mimi, I'm planning on painting my fingernails orange just for you because your birthday was the other day. So when I do that, I'll show my nails. Because I don't go get my nails done, guys, because there's no really sense in it. For one, because I dig in the dirt. For two, because I have crappy nails. And I'll just chew all that crap off there. So I just don't do it. It's not my thing. I think they're beautiful on other people, but it's not Neva's thing. But I am going to paint my nails because I've been wanting to do something fancy. And so I think I'm going to paint them. And I got some pretty orange nail polish from Walmart the other day. And so I thought, oh, I'll do it for Mad Mimi. I'll do my nails orange. Still thinking about getting a t-shirt that says Mad Mimi Groupie on it. Maybe I'll get it for me and LJ. Get us both matching ones so we can wear them during videos sometimes. Support Laura. Yes. I think that's a good idea. Maybe have to put one well, if I started all that. I just really love Mad Mimi. She has a story that breaks my heart, but she loves animals and so do I. And I love seeing all the stuff she hatches and the animals she acquires. And she is a crochet genius. If you watched her Advent calendar crochet stuff this last Christmas, she did 3. I was just amazed that she did that and kept up with it, because my brain doesn't work that way, and who knows what I would have ended up with, but she's amazing. And so is everybody else. Just Mad Mimi, I don't know. I think it's just the whole I made the joke because I mentioned her in a couple videos, and then I said I was a Mad Mimi groupie. So now I have to get a t-shirt. Or maybe a ball sack that says that. Appropriate to put Mad Mimi groupie on a ball sack. What do y'all think? So, those are my ideas. I also need someone to make me a logo. A Manic Mama Creations logo. If anyone is good at that stuff, I would so appreciate it. I cannot really afford to pay somebody a lot of money to do it. And yeah. I don't, like the ones you do on the computer, I don't have the technological know-how to do that. Or I would do it myself because I know an idea of what I want. But if you've watched my videos enough, you get the idea of me. So maybe someone out there is good at that and could come up with something. If you do, let me know. If not, that's okay. Okay, so I've blabbered on enough. Really, there wasn't a lot to say today, except for I wanted to get on here and vent, mostly. And I love you all, every one of you. And I think I'm going to start doing a song of the day. And today, because I was listening to my Pandora, and my Pandora is very bipolar. If y'all can't get in my car and go from gospel to country to rap to rock to classical, if y'all can't handle that, you should never listen to my Pandora show. Ever. But today, a song hit me called the song Drift Away by Uncle Cracker. I will put the link to the video below. And that's just because today I feel like I could just drift away. I want to drift away mentally, physically, something to just get out of this whole... The virus isn't even what stresses me anymore. It's how ugly people are being to each other. So with that being said, love each other, virtual hug each other, encourage each other, and stop putting each other down. Stop hating people for their own opinions and thoughts. As long as they're not pushing them on you. They're entitled to have their own feelings and their own thoughts. And that's how I feel about the masks. If you don't want to wear one, that's okay by me. Don't be upset that I want to, or that I try to, that I advocate for wearing masks. That doesn't mean that I think you're wrong. It means that I feel like I am safer when I have it on. So, enough. Love y'all. I promise tomorrow you'll get to see the wishing well with a little bit of it painted. I think it's looking... I'm not an artist, painting artist, just so you know. So don't expect miracles. Have a good night, y'all.